Hi, everybody. I just wanted to walk you through how to retrieve your full feedback on these papers from both my comments in general and my specific comments on the papers themselves, and also the rubric. So it's a multifaceted set of feedback here, and I just wanted to walk you through it really quickly. So if this is our home page, you want to go, once you get an alert that your grade is completed, you want to click on grades, then go down to the paper, right? And then look over here with all of these symbols, right? One of them is for just comment in general. That'll be short. This, I'm not really sure what that's for, but don't worry about the one in the middle. And then this is the rubric. So let's walk through that quickly here, just this part. So comment in general, you'll see it right down here once you click on this little dialog boxes. I put nonsense in there for now, right? But yours will obviously be in English and make sense. So blah, 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 something like good job, or maybe you need to see me, or just something in general, a note to you, right? That'll appear right there. Okay. Then there's the rubric. So you click on that and you'll see how what happened, right? So you got 20 out of 20, let's imagine, right? For structure. See, the little thing lights up down here to say which category you were in, right? And then the exposition section. This one is good. So it lights up red just if it's not, like if you don't get full points for it, right? It doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean you're in the danger zone, right? It just means that you missed some points in this, for this set of criteria. Okay, so right, 16 out of 20. Then notice down here, this might not have occurred with your paper, but I wanted to show you in case it does. I wanted to walk you through this. Notice that 14 out of 20 doesn't quite match up with any of these. That's because I fudged it. Look, if this becomes any more complex, it just starts, to me, becoming ridiculous. So for this, you're somewhere in between. This paper, this sample paper, would 14 out of 20 is somewhere in between good and just satisfactory, right? And so you don't have a category lit up because of that, but I did put a comment here. See criteria for both good and satisfactory. You're in the middle. And then here's another one where it's full, right? 20 out of 20. And here's the last one where it's 16 out of 20 in the good category for a total of 86 out of 100 points. Okay, so that's how you retrieve and interpret the rubric. But of course, you need to read what's going on here, because I tried to make this super detailed so that you'll know what possibly went wrong or right. Now, there's one more very important and much more specific section, right? So this gives you a general understanding of what's happening. Click on your paper. And then you need to hit View Feedback. And here, notice what's been done. And I used 4 different styles of commenting and marking up your papers. So just highlighting, and then there's a comment, right? And whatever it might say, it pertains to the highlighted area. And then there's the strikeout, which generally means you don't need this. And then there's the comment. Or just a point, like you maybe could have added this in the comment. and then there's a circle. That's a free draw circle, as you can tell, and a comment. And the one that I forgot to put in here is I might just box up a whole area and put a comment. And, that really means that whatever the comment is, it pertains to the entire section. Like, hey, you didn't need to do any of this, for instance. But I wanted to, before, and really that's it. That's how you retrieve your full feedback for your papers. And I wanted to, something important that I wanted to let you know. When I'm doing all of this careful, personalized feedback here and commentary, I point out what needs improvement. I don't point out what you did well. And that's in the interest of time and efficiency. I appreciate all of your work, you can believe me, and I know it's not easy to write these papers, and sometimes you might think, like in a lecture or after reading an outline, like, oh, I got this, and then you sit down to do it and it's like, oh, I don't got it as much as I do. I understand, or as much as I thought. I completely understand all of that, but this is a diagnosis, so right, of the problems. And very rarely will I put anything in here like, this is really great. And that's simply, it's not because I don't think it's great, it's because I'm trying to get the work done and be as constructive as possible and as quickly as possible for your next paper. So please understand that. When you start to read these comments, if you think that they're just being very short and curt, well, they're just direct, and I'm getting the job done. I just want you to understand that, and please don't take any, please don't be offended by them, because I certainly won't say anything nasty. I just will be direct. Okay, everybody, I hope this was helpful in unpacking your feedback and score, and please be sure to look at all of these things, because I'm telling you how to improve and what needs to be improved for your next papers and going forward. Okay, everyone.